This is how the final couple shots of the Whisperer play out in the finished version. But before this, there were actually 2 different attempts at the ending, and neither of them worked. Originally, the ending was conceived as a wide shot where the creature is standing over the bed, and I was going to achieve this by shooting a plate and then compositing a stop-motion model into that image. So I drew some concept art to kind of figure out what I wanted this creature to look like, and then I began making a stop-motion model based on that. I created a wire armature that I screwed down to a board, and then I started building clay on top of that and sculpting detail into it. Then I painted it with makeup from a Ben Nye kit. I then put it in front of green screen in my kitchen and then lit it so that it matched the lighting of the original location. Then I animated it frame by frame. After that, I keyed out the green screen and used After Effects to composite it into my plate. Also in After Effects, I created a shadow for the creature and stretched the jaw even wider. But ultimately, it ended up not really working for me. It looked interesting, but it really didn't look scary. I figured it had to be a problem with the animation or the design, so I went back to the drawing board and created a second creature. This time it looked a little more like something from Silent Hill or Hellraiser. I experimented with the animation and then dropped it into my image, but it still didn't work. It didn't have the punch that it needed. So 2 weeks later, we went back to the location and reshot the ending. This time I decided to use a full-scale puppet, so I got a plastic skull from a Halloween store, and I sculpted clay over top of it.
There's a space cop over there.
I used fake pearl beads from a craft store for the eyes. Then I draped burlap over it to give it a hood and also to disguise my puppeteer, who, as it turns out, was also my actress. Because we were the only 2 people on set, she also had to operate the creature while I operated the camera. Then we took a bunch of takes until we got something that looked creepy and lifelike. Ultimately, I think it turned out pretty well and was worth the trial and error. And honestly, having the creature come through the door that she's already shut actually knits itself into the story better than the original idea. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope it was informative and I hope you enjoyed it. And stay tuned for more.